Hello everybody, this is Candylanger and I am here with a little bit of a special candy place here, and I will explain to you the reason why. Because you see, you might be asking yourself, Candy, what is this game? Why are you playing this game? Or, yeah, Candy, are you high? But no, it's neither of those. The thing here is that this is a game that was made by my cousin's child and his group of friends, because they are currently actually going to like college or university or something and studying game development. And so they actually made this game that is out on Steam right now. It is free, by the way, so if you want to try it out, then check it out by yourself. Now, from the little that I have gathered from this is apparently a visual novel where you play a homeless cat. Hi there, Candy the editor here, and I'm here to tell you that my past self was a huge idiot for not really reading the description and misunderstanding what this whole game is all about. I decided to just cut in here and to explain that I'm an idiot and blah blah blah. Anyway, let's get on with the video. Okay, how to play. Menu home, name, choice 1, 2, 3, revert, autoplay, skip. Alright, simple enough. What is my name? My name is Candyman. Yes, I'm gonna be a cat that is named Candyman. I mean, can you blame me? Paris is truly a sight to behold. I can't get used to it, even having lived here for most of my life. The serene party sitting too, the smell of baked goods in the morning and the buildings filled with history. Even so, living here alone could maybe be a bit mundane, but I don't have to. I share an apartment with my old friend Roselle, who studies veterinary medicine of some sort. I don't get to spend much time with her as my jobs work in the evening shift as a small newspaper. At a small newspaper. I need to be better at reading. Speaking of which, I ought to let her know that I will be heading to the office for the night in a bar. Wait, hold on. This makes it sound like I'm actually playing as a human and not a cat, but what? Alright, let's just continue on. No. Ugh. I knock on her door, waiting a few seconds before entering. Wait, hold on. Don't tell me that this is gonna be one of those situations where I'm gonna be in an accident while delivering newspapers and then I get reincarnated as a cat. Oh god, it's gonna be that, isn't it? Anyway, hey Ro, how you doing? I'm alright, Candyman, and you? All good, just wanna let you know I'll be leaving for work in a few. How about we ask about the date? Oh! Asking for school anyway, god damn. Not really a big fan of having a choice and then it just decides to ask the other choice anyway. Hey, do you want to go somewhere? Meanwhile, going soon. Yeah, see, this is one of those things where a person might just want to cut the conversation short because they want to be alone or something. But I don't really feel like the kind of malice from her that she's like, oh, I don't want to talk to you, I hate you, go away. It's more like, I just want to be alone and study for a while. You might be right. I'm off then. I'll pass by the baker's too. Bye. I leave her to her own and head for the door. Before leaving, I pat my pockets, realizing that I'm forgetting something. Bro, have you seen my keys? The ones with the cork? Have you looked in the kitchen? I check and find them on the countertop. I always forget to check there. But, dude, you should always try to remember checking there if you're always forgetting it. Also, hey, I see Mario up there. Yahoo! Thanks, bye. Wait, even if things are different now? What do you mean things are different now? Okay, main character, what did you do to this lady? Anyway. Man, how lucky am I to have a view like this going to work? I think to myself as my feet patter against the rounded stones of the old town path. In the shade by the wall I spot a cat, looking every bit as scruffy as the water looks serene. Oh god! Hello, cat. Have you got enough to eat? Oh, we're so loved this as you are here. Jules used to chase off the cats, patiently gain their trust and befriend them like some kind of cat whisperer. Whenever successful, which was almost always, she memorized the occasion by having a picture taken, like a big game hunter all posing with her quarry. I kinda miss that side of her. Maybe a picture of my own will remind her of the good old days. The thought stops me in my tracks and I study the cat in question. It's just sitting there, gazing over the water saying, "Yep, I rule this place." Alright cat, you listen to me. This is my place now. I'm going to be the rule of this place now. Move aside. Which, in fairness, it probably did by the looks of things. Looking at the time, I noticed that I have plenty of it. I could at least try to get her a picture. What could possibly go wrong after all? But how shall I approach? Okay, you ask me in a game like this what could go wrong. What could go wrong is that this cat will attack you, you will fall into the river, and you have a chance of possibly drowning. Now I'm just gaming out the worst case scenario here. Because that's how I usually do things. You should never sneak up on a cat. I'm just gonna let her know I'm here and close in carefully. Slow and steady wins the race, and after all, I'm not the resourcious cat whisperer Roselle. I would hate to spook it now from what was clearly even to me a favorite spot of theirs. Not that this cat looks particularly skittish, he has a very, well, proud bearing. Hello there, kitty. I speak softly while close in the distance. When I'm merely a few meters away, it gives me a casual glance out of the corner of his eye. I get the idea and stop. Satisfied with my response, it resumes watching over the still water. I could easily just take a picture of the cat's back for that day, but my professional pride berates me for even considering such a notion. It may not be the cuddliest cat in the world, but I will get a good photo one way or another. You know what? We're gonna be patient. We're gonna be patient and wait for the right moment, because we already seen that this cat doesn't like us when we get closer, and, well, tossing a rock would just make them attack me, so just that. The cat seems to rather enjoy the view of the water. Even ever so slowly, I walk up to the edge, maintaining a respectful distance to the cat and sitting down with my leg crossed. The late summer's evening shrouding the city in a pink glow, not even the faintest breeze disrupting the mirror-like surface of the water. I glance at the cat. It's basking in the sun with closed eyes, savoring the warmth. The moment is here. With careful, deliberate movements, I fish my phone out of my pocket and lean in for a picture. The picture perfectly captured the serenity of the scene. Not wishing to disrupt the cat any longer, I get up and walk away. Yeah! Masterful craft right there! Woo! The reply comes through so fast it feels like I got it before I even sent the message. That's a gorgeous photo! The cat looks like a stray. How did you manage to get so close? Tell me! Nah, I just took my time with it. I took a page from your book. Gotta learn from the best. Haha, the best? Wouldn't go that far, but thanks. Did it take long to get that far point? Not really. It didn't seem to mind me being in the vicinity as long as it could keep track of me. I did nothing hasty. Strays are often kinda chill if you don't bother them. Be careful though, they can be unpredictable. Oh, you're telling me this now? Kinda got that vibe. Yeah, I will be. Almost forgot. Thanks for the picture. I think I'll make that my new home screen for on my phone. Good chat, bro, but I need to hurry. Yeah, hurry up now. Lost more time than I thought here, haha. Okay. Little bit of a personal criticism here. Well, not really criticism, just something I want to point out, which is kind of a pet peeve of me with this type of games. Just automatically make the character go to work and not have a single option there. Just for future reference, it's a kind of a pet peeve of mine to have a single option to go to work when you could just as easily make the character just go there. Oh, look at that kitty. Yeah, kitty cat clack. Kitty cat clack? What? Clark? Not clack. Where did I get the A from? Alright. Work went by as usual and it was over in no time. Dawn is lurking around the corner as I'm heading for the bakery. All the little shops are closed, but the bakers are already at their battle station, churning out their goods for the breakfast rush and the coming day. Oh, well, good thing we're not in Amsterdam. Hey, hey! Thanks to having friends in high places, also known as the owner, I'm allowed to sneak in through the back door and get my grubby hands on bread early. Roselle said she didn't want any, but I'll get her some just in case she changes her mind. Besides, you can never have too much bread. As I leave the bakery with my precious baked goodness, I notice a cardboard box next to the door, which apparently is the residence of a charmingly fat cat sleeping inside. Clearly it's being cared for some extent, as the floor is draped with a cozy looking blanket and somebody's made it a little roof to keep the rain out. Is it a new tenant on the street, or am I selectively blind and it's always been there? I can't recall. Looking around, the nearby area is strangely littered with glass jars too. Inspired by the success of the earlier cat encounter, I decided to add to win further glory by attaining a second triumphant moment, one to make Roselle the cat whisperer proud. I dropped my bag and crouched down next to the sleeping cat, or what I thought was a sleeping cat. It was a sleeping raccoon! Just kidding. He opens an eye and looked down at me lazily. How about we wait? Alright cat, make you move. I say with the exaggerated voices of a movie gunslinger, waiting to let the cat to take the first action, not wishing to pressure it in any way. In a shock display of Herculean effort, the cat opens a second eye and looks at me with a steady gaze. I can't help to feel like it's trying to assess me. Playing along for a quiet laugh to myself, I strike a pose, showing my good side. Well, if such a thing exists. It does actually. You actually have a good side that you can choose, and you might want to go to a professional photographer to let them show you that good side of yours. Anyway, a few seconds pass before it gets up, lacking any semblance of urgency. It jumps down with the grace of a drunken baboon, the landing on his face seemingly more by blind luck than any skill on his part. It comes over to me, rubbing up against my legs with a quiet purr. Well, aren't you a friendly little thing? Giving it a few pats along the back before I go, I start to make my way home to that bed which I'm now longing for. At least, that was the theory. A very persistent furry friend demands more attention, constantly getting in my way, protests my attempts to leave very efficiently indeed. Wow, so it can barely hop down and land, but it is very efficient and not letting me leave. Wow. I can't deny it, it is a very charming thing. And it is, I can't really get a good shot of the cat, it's either the bag angle or too close to the camera. I need to gain some space. How about we try the selfie camera? Maybe I don't need to create distance. I fumble with my pockets as I continue petting the cat with the other hand. In the position I'm sitting, it's difficult to get it out of my pocket and I struggle. I think that it might be a like a mistyping here, because it might actually have to say get it out of the mobile pocket and I struggle for a moment, not a struggle for a moment. Just me though, I might be wrong. Finally, I prevail against this insurmountable odds. Place the camera in front of us and snap a bunch of photos, hoping that at least one wouldn't be a blurry mess of disaster. I go through them quickly and there is one close-up picture of the cat's face that didn't end up looking like the photo was taken from inside a tumble dryer. It will have to make do. A few more cuddles later, I managed to extract myself from the situation and start off in the direction of home. Ah, look at that kitty cat! Well, perhaps not the best interaction on my part, this picture turned out kind of great. Wow, how did you manage to take this one? After many trials and tribulation, I managed to nab it in the end. That and approximately 42,372 were others that turned out rubbish, but that's besides the point. Ha, I bet. Did you get along well? Kind of. Not bad, not great, I don't think. I was thinking of trying to feed it. That could work, just don't give it raw fish or something, that could make it sick. Don't worry, I won't. You know, I like this for sale person. If I'm pronouncing the name right. Ah, what a day. Keychain rattling my hand, and I unlocked the door, shutting it behind me. Dumping the bag on the floor by the wall and trudging on over to the kitchen for a bite to eat before bed. I trundled past Rose's door. Shut, as always. Just a faint blue light streaking through the doorframe. She must be on the laptop again. Finally arriving at the counter, I had myself a few pieces of fresh loaf before dragging myself into the living room and to the TV. Flopping on into the couch, I watch whatever happens to be on, lazily munching away. There's a documentary on about life in the African savannah. It'd be just her thing. After a few minutes of deliberation, I get up, going over to Rose's room and gently knock on the door. Hey, Rose, you up? Yeah, Candyman, where is it? Okay, I cannot... I kinda, you know, regret calling myself Candyman. I should probably just call myself Candy, but oh well, too late. Can I come in? Sure. Why don't you come hang out with me? There's a wildlife special on. There's lions and everything, just like we always used to catch. There's a few moments of silence. I'd rather not. I want to be alone. Knowing when to not overstay my welcome, I wish her a good night before gently closing the door and heading back to the couch. Okay, once again, just make the character go back to sleep. I mean, I enjoy watching herself, but just make the character just go to sleep instead of having the player just press that. But that's just me being nitpicky. Just me being a little bit nitpicky. Look at that kitty cat clock. Nailed it! Now having been one for sitting around, come afternoon, I treat myself to a walk. Some might think that walking is a bit of a peculiar treat, but in a city like Paris, it really is. Okay, if this is Paris, why haven't I met any asshole French people? Oh wait, that's because I'm a native to this person, not a tourist. Never mind. Also, I apologize to any French. Let me start over that again. I apologize to any French viewer that happens upon this video that might feel a little bit offended. But just a half an apology. There's always something beautiful to see, something exciting to discover. I've been walking around this city virtually every day for years, and it still never bores me. On the contrary, it helped this large writer's block and distract me from other woes. Oh, so the main character is a writer? Huh. Neat way of letting the player know that. Anyway, one of the streets and spots I always come back to though is this old little street passing by the small park. The trees happen to make for a great spot to just get away from the sun on a hot day and add that bonus. Suddenly, I spot an orange fuzz in the periphery, and I instinctively know it's a cat. It's funny, the thing that you notice once you're actively looking for them. Well, it's either that or I've been afflicted with cat engineered nanomachines altering my perception, which in all honesty is a touch unlikely. Oh, look at that, the little kitty cat. Rather than a fully grown cat, this one is a mere kitten, playing with the leaves beneath a tree. Playtime is disrupted, however, when a pedestrian tramples by, startling the little creature. After having taken cover by the tree for a while, it tentatively returns to its game, soon blissfully distracted. I'd love to join in, but I don't want to frighten again either. No. With cats, you should always let them know that you are getting closer. You should never sneak up on them. You should always let the cat know that you are getting closer to it. Oh, come on! Hey, little friend, up here. I've got then we will do it. Oh, I skipped a bunch of. My reading speed catch up to me, and I've just read through all of it. Precious, I need to do something to break the ice. Fuck. Yeah, try to pet kill. Ah, fuck. Wait, what was that? Oh, I saw it. Time warp. Ah, suck my nuts. Alright. Sneak closer. If it's unaware of my presence, then surely it can't be scared, right? Whenever the kitten is distracted by its play, I approach with soft, quiet steps, gradually make an approach. Okay, so I'm going to try to not abuse the rewind thing here. Keyword is trying. After a short distance away, here the kitten stops, looking directly at me, which would likely indicate that it's now aware of me. I avoid looking directly at it, acting as if I don't know it's there at all. The kitten doesn't resume play, but it doesn't appear to be terrified, or even particularly bothered by me either. I should try to build its trust. Play with it using a stick. Well, it's obviously a rather playful sword. Maybe that helped me befriend it. The tree beside us has kindly enough dropped a twig on the ground that looks like it could double as a cat toy. Picking it up, I give it a try, drawing a figure of 8 in the air. But I've never played with a cat. Surely it can't be too complicated, but how I should go about it is still a question that needs answering. Large wing? Yeah! Well, I never owned a cat. I have spent a few minutes here or there on the internet and as inevitability seen a cat video too. I know this because my oldest sister actually owned a cat way back when we were younger, and so I usually liked to play with it a little bit and have it in my room and such thing. While I didn't have a crumpled piece of paper on a string to bounce around above the cat, the twig might do as a substitute. I lean forward a little bit for some cat trying to make play. However, it just lays there in a soft orange ball, big eyes looking at me with trepidation. At that moment, I realized my absolutely massive. Oh! Well, curiously, you still have done right, but I could. Oh, that's a great photo! Though, I'm happy with that photo. As reliable by Old Faithful, it doesn't take long for Ro to respond to a cat. Cute! Where did you run into this one? The street by the park is being spooked by someone rushing past. Looks pretty relaxed with such a small kitten that just been scared. Must have done a good job getting near it. Just applied a little bit of common sense, haha. It didn't play along, but it did seem curious. Understandable, probably just a bit abrasive. I'd bet it'd be more playful otherwise. I'll try again next time I see it, if I have the opportunity. Anyway, I'll be home soon. See you there. Sounds good to me. When I get home, I enter Rose's room. I just wanted to let you know I'll be visiting the bakery at lunchtime tomorrow. I need to grab a cake for Morocco from work's birthday. If you want to come along, I'm sure the cat will be there. I think I'd rather stay here. They say it's going to be very hot out tomorrow. But if you do see it, you know the rule, right? Right! When you see a cat for the second time, you must name it. I remember. I'll head out again and go to work soon. Oh god, does this mean I get to actually choose the name, or is the game actually going to let me choose between some options? When down by the canal, I kept and drop the D there. When down by the canal, I keep an eye out for the scruffy cat, but I don't run into it again. Not gonna mention it. Work turns out like usual, pretty uneventful. Look at the cat, just watching left and right, left and right, left and right. After some well-deserved sleep, I head out to grab that cake. To be honest, I'm more excited at the chance of seeing the cat again than to celebrate my coworker, because my coworker is apparently a little bit of a shit. I should get the cat something. It looks like one that would appreciate something edible. I take a quick detour to the grocery store, and I quickly find myself in the small pet aisle. I have no idea what the cat likes, and the picture of the jaws littered around is its bed popped into my mind. Maybe they had contained something it liked, but I can't quite remember what label it had. What should I buy? Oh no. Why are you doing this to me, game? Don't make me choose. Okay, so shrimp is out of the option because not giving it like raw fish or anything like that. Normal cat treats would... no. Maybe olives? It had kind of looked like an olive jar. No, it had been an olive jar, but it feels like a very weird thing to give a cat. On the other hand, Ro likes them, and she's approximately half cat, so maybe. I found a jar slice of green olives. They feel like a suitable size. As a backup, I buy a small package of cat treats as well. Wouldn't hurt my chances. Ah, kitty cat. When I reach the bakery, I find the cat resting in his makeshift bed. Good afternoon, kitty. The cat raises his head, lets out a heavy, drawn-out yawn, and exposing a line of long teeth. It blinks slowly at me as I reach out my hand to pet its head. Roselle sends her regards. She has sent me here with the intention of gifting you a name. Oh, I get to name it! Okay, so... what should I name? Hold on. Snorlax! How do you feel about Snorlax? I think it suits you. Snorlax meows. I'll take that as a vote in favor of my suggestion. But back to the issue at hand. Will Snorlax enjoy the olives? After a brief struggle, I get the lid off the jar, the constricted pop drawing Snorlax's attention. Getting one out of the jar, I offer it to the cat. Snorlax strokes his cheeks against my hand. It flops onto his back, tapping at the olive with his paw. I bring the olive closer, and it taps it again, like a food critic inspecting a meal's qualities. Then, with a smooth, slow motion, he takes the olive and eats the whole thing. I never would have believed cat would like these things, but Snorlax just ate one. The cat sniffs around, scanning the air for more olives to devour. When he realizes that there's certainly more in this jar of mine, he pulls out every trick in the Hustler's Cat's handbook. But I have a better idea. If it enjoyed these things so much, why not make Snorlax work for them? Now, what should I attempt to teach Snorlax? How about sit pretty? Oh no. Okay guys. I know I said I shouldn't abuse it, but I actually like this cat, so screw you. What do you name it? Snorlax. Okay, so I'm guessing teaching it to talk is the better option. Talk. Snorlax is a fairly expressive fellow. It would be fun to have it meow at command. To begin with, I'll have to choose a word that would be the prompt to make the cat meow. Okay. Okay, wait. Body slam! Body slam shall be the word of the day. Now let's get down to business. To defeat the Huns. Sorry, I had to make that reference. I grab a treat. Snorlax has meowed to beg for food or attention before, so it shouldn't be impossible to lure out of it. Body slam! All the snack next to my head, well out of range but clear within sight. Snorlax is looking at the treat with those big, cheeky eyes and tries to reach out the paw to touch me. I will not be persuaded, avoiding it, and repeat my code word. Snorlax lets out a subdued meow, and I immediately reward it with a snack. I repeat the process with a new treat. Body slam! As soon as the cat meows, shut up, dog! I'm trying to have an interaction with a cat here. As soon as the cat meows, it gets a treat. The third time, it catches on quickly. It may be more than a tad fat and slow, but it is clearly every bit as quick thinking. Snorlax meows shyly before I say the code word, and I ignore it as the word was the key here. Body slam! Snorlax immediately meows and then again. Then thrice, a fourth, fifth, and a sixth time. Oh no, what have I done? It just goes on and on and on like a broken record. I have created a monster. I can't even reward the first meow that was correct. This is ridiculous. It takes a long period of stonewalling those begging meows before Snorlax goes quiet again and I hide away the treats. Probably best to end it here before things escalate out of control. Maybe a good cuddle will get the Snorlax to forget about this whole mess? Scratch his cheeks? Those puffy cheeks looks fit for a good scratching. Using the tip of my finger, I gently scratch his cheek before moving to scratching it just behind the jaw. Snorlax clearly approves, a humming purr radiating from a very pleased cat. He angles his head to give me better access, and the scratching continues for a few moments before it turning his head to the other side, and the process is repeated. Snorlax purrs slow. Snorlax's purrs slowly grow more quiet until it drifts off into a nap, its head resting against my hand. Ever so carefully, I lower his head onto a bundle of the blankest bedding, succeeding in doing so without waking Snorlax up. I realize that I have already spent much more time with Snorlax than I had intended, and I need to pick up that cake already. Hesitantly, I give Snorlax a last pat on the head before saying my goodbyes and escaping into the bakery. It's bustling with more activity than usual. When the owner scurries by, I receive the great news. Business had been going well and they were moving to a new, bigger place not too far away. I congratulate her, apologize for not having much time to chat before taking my leave, cake in hand. I'm home! Unlike the usual silent, Ro calls for me. Candy, can you come over for a minute? I'm just gonna ignore the man in there because that was a mistake on my part. When has she last been the one to call out to me? That's something I haven't considered being a possibility in a very long time. I walk over to her room. She has a sweater on! She actually had clothes on. Yes? Roselle plays for her. Her room is clean now! Yay! Anyway, Roselle plays for her hands as if she is unsure of how to bring up the subject. Thank you for the photos, they were nice. However, yes, that kitten. Was there anyone with it? No, it was alone, I think. Isn't that strange? For a kitten to be all alone, I mean. I guess, but he had a collar, so it might just live nearby. She doesn't look convinced. You know what? I'll see if I spot it on my walk and make sure. That would be great. Do you want to come and see it? I can see how she considers it. How her brows furrows and her eye trace the crevices of the floorboards. You might get scared with yet another stranger around. Best you go alone. Scared of writing it? That's an excuse I've ever heard for herself, the great cat whisperer. Maybe this case is a little bit more delicate, but it's not like the kitten trusts me either. However, if she doesn't want to, I can't force her. That's the right attitude! I'll just do my best then. Wish me luck! Good luck! Empowered by her blessing, I head out. Just before leaving, I put the cake in the fridge and make my way to the old pedestrian street again. Roselle! Don't touch the cake! The cake is a lie! I'm surprised to see the kitten sitting next to the tree just like he had the other day. It feels a little strange to find such a young cat out here all alone again. I would like to have a closer look at his collar, as it might have a number and an address on it. The kitten is sitting next to the tree trunk looking at the passerby. It looks healthy, so somebody must be feeding it at least. I really hope that I'm just overthinking it. From our last meeting, I know I should be careful when I approach it, no sudden movements or sounds that were scary. Having made no approach, I speak to it softly to get its attention. Hey little friend, we need a proper name for you too, don't we? Oh, what? Oh, what am I going to name you? The thing is, I don't know the gender of these ones. I don't know what I could actually name them. Let's see. What should I name you? Oh. Ichigo! Ichigo, what do you think of that? The kitten glances at me with big eyes, which I decide to be in approval. This reminds me that I still have the cat trees in my pocket. Maybe Ichigo would like them. But I am not the only one with eyes for the kitten. A kid separates from his mother's hand to chase the kitty. Ichigo runs away, but in my direction. I can't let her get away. Follow the kitten. It's probably for the best to let it run. The kid's caught by his mother, so I don't have to worry about him anymore. Goddamn shit, kids! I follow the kitten around the corner and find it hiding in a doorway. Its body is pressed into the corner, its eyes watches me carefully. The ordeal has gotten me pretty close. Maybe I have a chance here. For a treat to it? Well, there's no tricks to use to play, and even if there were, I'm not sure that'd be a good idea. Maybe a bite to eat would help the little creature feel at ease. This situation isn't exactly what I'm used to, but I believe in the versatile powers of food. I crouch down and toss a treat carefully so it lands next to the kitten. It snaps its eye on the new object and sniffs the air. When it's convinced it won't move again, it sneaks up on the treat and eats it. When finished, it sniffs around the ground for more. If I throw another one and the projectile makes Ichigo shy away before quickly returning to eat the food. I throw the treats closer and closer to me so Ichigo can get within reach. However, Ichigo becomes aware of that and grows more careful approaching the treats, backing away when he has grabbed it. It's a slow process, but I get the kitten close enough. Try to feed out of the hand. I slowly pick out a few treats and place them on my palm. I extend my hand slightly in front of me, making sure the kitten can see them. Ichigo looks at them but hesitates, so I throw one of them halfway between us. The kitten crouches down and sneaks up to the tree, carefully watching me. Oh, this is before he enters his Soul Reaper form and attacks me. After snacking on the nearest treat, it looks curiously at my hand, stretching its head out. It takes a reluctant step towards me, and I have to stay completely still. Movementless like a statue, a gargoyle on Notre Dame. Are you talking about one of those happy gargoyles that made jokes and such with Quasimodo, or the one that sent the priest to his death? Anyway, or maybe not a gargoyle, they come to life, right? As Ichigo gets closer, it grows braver and walks up the last steps to smell my hand. I feel his whiskers tickle my fingertip, but I stay still as the mountain. Ichigo takes the first treat and I can clearly hear it snap as it bites into it. One after another the treats disappear until my hand is empty. I know Ichigo won't like it, but I still have to grab it to check his collar. My hand eases closer and picks the kidding up. I quickly press it against my chest to stabilize it. Ichigo tenses up as soon as I touch it, but he feels slightly calmer after a few seconds in my bosom. There you are, such a good kitty. I try to soothe the kid and gently stroke it with my thumb. When it's calm, I place it on my lap to check the color. Ichigo meows and I find a phone number that I write down on my phone. When that is done, I loosen my grip and stroke the kitty gently to make it forget my manhandling. Then I have to let go and Ichigo scurries away. But I don't think we are back on square one. I leave some trees on the ground in case he comes back and leave. Yeah! Candylanger, the camp whisperer with the power to time travel. As soon as I get home, I walk into Rose's room. I got a number! Ichigo had one on his collar. Oh, and I followed your rule, I named it. I also forgot to mention that I named the bakery cat as well. It's Snorlax! What are you waiting for? Call it! I type in the number and let the signals go by. They go on for longer and longer. No answer? Doesn't appear so. I'll have to try again later. Well, keep me updated. I will. Oh, look at that precious smile on her. Oh, don't do this to me. I tried to call a few more times. Eventually, I give up and head to work. Oh, am I going to meet the Cat Emperor here? There are slow news days and then there's dead news days. I need to get something published today or my boss will get on my case. Oh, he's a journalist. Whoa. Might as well have a stroll and see if I can at least find something worth writing about. The city, beautifully lit in the dark as I find my way down to the talk path, is probably one of the prettiest spots around here. Another advantage he has going for it is the fact that for some arcane reason, almost nobody ever goes there, rendering it a quiet place for thoughts to be had. Hang on a moment, what's that sound? My pondering is interrupted by aggressive growling and a tremendous noise near the bridge. My curiosity getting the better of me, and I silently walk over to check the source of the racket. Assassin's Creed! In the glow of lamplight, there's a group of cats staring at each other, hissing and swatting the paws. 4 of them seem to be working together against a somewhat larger, rougher looking one. Could it be the same one as from the other day? It looks like it, and it appears to be in trouble. Pour water over them. 4 against 1 is hardly sporting, so why not even the odds a little? I have a bottle of water in my bag and I'm not afraid of using it. I am the waterbender! Aha! Hey! They don't pay me much heed though. I unscrew the cork on my doomsday device and unleash a raging torrent at the cats. Well, at least as much of a raging torrent as a bottle will allow. While my aim is not perfect, I do manage to hit the 4 upstarts, but the older cat ends up being collateral damage in the process. The youngsters dart into the night, hissing with displeasure, and the remaining cat stays with me. It stands alert and stares at me with those piercing eyes. I can't say he looks particularly happy at the presence. Breaking eye contact with a nod, he starts to clean off the water with his tongue. Huh, maybe the cat is at least a little appreciative of the help. It's hard to tell, and that leaves me feeling like both the conquering hero and the ill-willed villain. In the end, I think it does know that I was trying to help. I stay for a good while, making sure that the pack of rascals don't return. In the meantime, I should come up with a name for it. Oh, what should I name you? I have two names on me. Is that how you spell it, Arthur? Like of the King Arthur? Or Alexander after Alexander the Great. More time passes before I address the cat in a relaxed tone. Alright, Alexander, time for me to go. I got work to do, but I'll see you around. I turn around and continue on my way down along the canal. A few moments later, I noted a shadow under the corner of my eye by my left foot. Looking down, I find that Alexander has decided to come along. We followed the canal in silence, a feeling of mutual respect in the air. Maybe we have some things in common after all. A few more minutes go by before the cat stops, sitting by the water once again. I feel oddly compelled to find a justification for staying here. Clean up garbage. A soda can distracts me from the cat. This place is beautiful. How can people decide to just drop wherever rubbish they're carrying here of all places? They were strong enough to carry it when it was full. Why is it so impossible to do when it's empty? There is even a garbage bin right there! More than mildly annoyed, I stuff the can in my bag to recycle later, and I am picking the other items and putting them in the bin. Alexander follows me around with his eyes as I do. With just a marker of effort in a minute or two, the spot looks much better. Alexander stands up, walks over a bit, and sits down next to a piece of paper. Missed this, did you? Thank you for your invaluable contribution. I made an exaggerated bow before realizing it's a cat. Somewhat embarrassed, I grabbed the paper with haste, not really thinking much about it, but we were for a moment so close we nearly touched. A thought strikes me. Clearly I'm also some sort of cat's chosen like rogue, and if so, this must be a test of some other pretentious thing like that, right? I chuckle quietly to myself. If I try to touch Alexander, I might for real lose my hand as well as most of my arm and possibly my face, but why is it so tempting? Play with the paper crumble. Oh, well, I got the paper. You can make for decent price cat toy. But grumpy, but somewhat amused by my efforts, patting it with a lazy paw. Doing this thing very quickly, Alexander stops paying it any heed. Getting the idea, I put the paper away. While certainly not the smoothest friendships, I get the feeling that Alexander is at least somewhat less indifferent towards me. Alexander and I would have to part ways for now, but I'm looking forward to meeting him again. Once back at work, inspiration hits me. I could always write a little piece about the issue of abandoned cats around the city. After all, I never noticed before, so bringing it to light might result in some good. Left, right. Returning home in the morning, I'm met with a surprise. I look through my pockets for my keys, only to find none. I must have dropped them somewhere. With resignation, I knock steadily on the door. A short while later, Roselle opens it with a surprised look on her face. She looks tired. I'm not sure if I woke her up or not, however. I dropped my keys. Oh, I'll have to go looking for them after I have time to sleep. Are you going anywhere? No, not really. With that, we separate into our respective rooms. Okay, that's a little bit of pet peeve again. But anyway. Left, right, left, right. I do dig the music in this game though. Quite nice. I go to the bakery during the afternoon this time around, as the bakery won't be open in the weekend due to the move. So this will be the last time I go to this alley. During the walk, I'm sure to keep my eyes peeled in case I drop my keys here, but I'm fairly sure I didn't. I enter the bakery, and I almost feel a little nostalgic as I look around. It won't change my routines that much to go to a new place, but I'm a little bit worried about Snorlax. I asked the owner about it when she hands me my bread. Will you bring the cat along with you to a new place? The owner gently shakes her head. There is no good place for it to stay at the new bakery, we can't let it inside. Is there anyone that can take it home then? We had tried that, but he got really angry and anxious when we tried to carry it away. He really likes it with us, but when push comes to shove, we'll have no choice but to force it to. I'm sure he'll work out, somehow. Have you seen a pair of keys, by the way? I dropped them somewhere. I haven't, but I'm sure to be on the lookout. The owner smiles reassuringly, continuing work. Oh, I forgot that the owner is a female. I should probably lower my voice a little bit. I leave the bakery feeling ill at ease. I walk up to Snorlax and I notice it looks a bit uneasy, but cheers up somewhat when he sees me. The cat must know that something's going on. I should at least try to comfort it some before I go. Pet it gently for a while. Cuddles are the best cure for anxiety. I sit down next to his little bed and reach out my hand to caress his head. Snorlax closes his eyes, purring, and we sit like that for a while. We can't leave Snorlax without anyone caring for it. It feels weird to think of the cat as being anywhere else but here in the back of the alley. This is his home. I keep a close eye on the cat. It's looking much happier after some cuddling. A thought starts to play in my mind. What if I could take Snorlax home with me? Snorlax seems like a cat that would like most people. Sure, that might be a presumption, but I feel like we have a little bit of a special bond. I've gotten better with cats, I think, and I know Roselle owned cats in the past, so we will be able to take care of it. Our apartment is big enough and my income isn't too bad. It could be doable. No, it's entirely doable. Let's try it out! It will depend on if Snorlax likes me or the bakery more entirely. Snorlax inches close to my hand and snuggle close to it. I stroke it gently with my free hand. Spoil it with further cuddles! I roll up my sleeve and crack my knuckles, a quiet joke to myself. The charm blitz is on and there's no escaping it. I'll make Snorlax a happy, not so little cat. I begin my scratching behind the cheeks. I run my fingers through the thick fur and give it a scratch from the ears to the chin. I move my hands down to the chest and neck, digging into the fluffy chest hair. When I scratch the fur over the shoulder, I notice front paws claw the quilt under it in comfort. The cat rolls over, exposes his tummy, and that gives Snorlax a proper belly rub. Snorlax must feel less spoiled to bits after that. The cat remains on his back, eyes closed, but then gives me a glance. The look seems to say, "Oh, you finished already? Weren't you supposed to be feeling bad?" Snorlax shakes off my hand, demanding to receive more pets, even though I've been at it for minutes already. When I don't immediately comply, he looks at me with those puppy eyes. Are cats able to have puppy eyes? Snorlax certainly seems to want to keep me around, but is that enough for it to be willing to follow me home? I like to give the cat a little test to see. Carry it home in his bed. Oh. Time warp! Time warp because screw you guys. I'm just gonna skip through all of these. Alright, maybe just pick it up. Yeah! It must just be the best to pick it up and see how it feels about it. It should give me an idea of how interested Snorlax is in coming with me. I stroke the cat's back and draw a quick breath, readying myself. I gently let my hands grip up around Snorlax's body, lift the cat up and cradle it with my hands. Snorlax shifts around and after some adjustment, it remains still and at peace. I pat it gently with the one hand I can still somewhat move, waiting for a moment as I look for any further reaction from the cat. It seems to be fine. Snorlax purrs softly and seems peaceful in my arms. It certainly seems more comfortable than I am. My arms are gonna grow tired carrying this thing. To test that Snorlax is not okay with me walking with it. Okay with me, I walk with it all the way out the alley. I receive no complaints from the cat, even when it's taken away yet further from its home. Then I walk back into the alley. I have to tell the owner of the bakers that I'll take Snorlax with me. I hesitate at the door, but I don't want to drop the cat now, so walking in with hours. The owner will have to excuse me, but it's a special occasion. Yeah, it is. I'm getting a cat. The owner's eyes open in surprise when she sees us. Well, would you look at that? Seems like our little charmer has been charmed itself. It seems like it doesn't mind coming with me if that's fine with you guys. Of course. We couldn't be happy if that it finds a proper home, and knowing it's you makes it feel even better. Does Roselle know about this? No, I'm just hoping she won't mind. The owner lets out a huge laugh. Ha ha ha! I can't imagine she ever would. Say hello from me. I will. And I will keep you all updated on Snorlax. That's what I call it, by the way. Snorlax? It's a suiting name. Snorlax and I bid our farewell from the old bakery in the alley. I never found my keys, so they must be down by the canal. First, however, I must break the news to Roselle. Message her beforehand. I don't want to cause her a heart attack, so it's best to warn her. You know that the bakers are moving out? They were looking for someone to take Snorlax and I might have agreed to it. I'm coming home with it right now. I checked the phone a few times and finally it gets marked as red. No reply. The door is unlocked and I kick off my shoes before heading for Roselle's room. I reach for the handle, but it's beaten to it as Roselle opens the door for me, letting me in. How is Snorlax? Fine, I think. Didn't complain at all the entire way here. You didn't reply, so I don't know yet. Is it fine with you to let Snorlax live with us? Of course! Can't let it stay on the street, but we had to get it a few things. Yeah, I was thinking heading out and grab the necessities now. You need to buy diet food, a little box, unscented litter. You know what? I can write you a list. That would be great. Alright, sorry for that little cut there. There was a knock on my door and all that. But anyway, let's move on. Could you help Snorlax make itself at home and I'll go get it now? Sure. I hand her the cat and she buries her face in his fur, taking in the moment. Snorlax looks quite comfortable too. They probably want some time for themselves, so I head out. After a few minutes, I receive a very long list of things I'll have to find. I managed to find nearly all of them and drop them off at home before heading down to the canal to look for my keys. I can't stay without them for much longer. Alright, Alexander. Find my keys! As I get to the town path, it's already becoming dark. I'm placing my hopes on that the setting sun will hit the keys just right and make them shine up. I keep my eyes peeled on the ground, then making my way back to my workplace along the canal. A hunch makes me get back and I surely spot Alexander following me with silent steps. I wonder for how long he has been doing that. Or why. Possibly to keep an eye on anyone in his turf. The cat keeps stalking me a slight distance and I ignore it the best I can. My keys are top priority right now. I walked the entire talk path without spotting them. I guess I'll walk back checking some of the busier areas more carefully. I spot that Alexander has stopped following me and is playing with something next to the edge of the canal. Good that he's keeping himself entertained. Check out what the cat's doing. I'm a bit curious of what would interest Alexander. If my keys can wait this long, they can wait a little longer. The cat is sitting right next to the water and is poking at something casually, almost like it doesn't want to admit that it's playing. When I get closer, I get a better look at the object. Wait! Those are my keys Alexander is playing with! I can't believe the cat managed to find them. I don't have the time to take a sigh of relief before the cat pokes the keys so they inch closer to the watery doom. I must do something quick to prevent a catastrophe from happening. They are slowly trying to keep his attention. I reach up my hand in front of me, trying to mentally keep the cat still. I hunch slightly and walk closer, carefully not to agitate the cat. He looks at me momentarily before losing interest, looks down at the keys again. Now, Alexander, let's not be hasty. I watch as a paw closes in on the bump. Alexander! I leap forward, but it's too late. I watch the key tumble over the edge and I hear the splash echo in my head. You know what? Dive for the keys. Alright, you know what? Fuck this. Alexander, you little prick. Check what the cat's doing. Blah blah blah. You know what? Walk up and grab them. Alexander is no stranger anymore. I call out to the cat and simply walk up to it. Alexander looks up to me and watches me curiously as I bend on and grab the keys. Good job finding them, Alexander. There, crisis averted. My keys are found and secured and Alexander doesn't appear to hate me. Hang out with the Cateau. The sun is still setting and I've got no work tomorrow either, so I can safely stay a little longer and spend some time with Alexander. I make sure to sit comfortably next to the cat and we both bask in the sun's last moment. I have a feeling that Alexander isn't really much for cuddling or playing, but prefers just the company. I find it really sweet that someone like Alexander would enjoy my company. How far we have gone. Not a long time ago it would have been crazy to be this close to Alexander. The cat would probably have killed me. That must mean he trusts me pretty well now. The sun disappears in the horizon and reluctantly I make the decision that it's time to leave. I hesitate before reaching out my hand and give Alexander a pat down the head before I stand up. See you around. I turn and start to walk away with steady steps. I walk down the very familiar towpath. I wonder how Marcel is doing at home. After a while I recognize faint footsteps behind me and turn around to see that Alexander is still following me. I shrug, thinking it will stop eventually, but as I leave the towpath it's still following me. You coming along with me, huh? Alexander responds by following along all the way to my door. This is my stop. Alexander has stopped and is looking at me, waiting. Having said goodbye, I open the door, only for Alexander to waltz on in like it owns the place. The cat looks around and jumps onto the sofa to get a better look at things. Bro, we have a visitor. It takes Marcel a moment to make it to her door, and when she steps out she has Snorlax in tow. She freezes as she spots Alexander and turns around to shove Snorlax back in her room and closes the door. What's going on? Not sure, but he decided to follow me home. Why did you lock away Snorlax? We can't just throw two cats who don't know each other to make it go well. There is a process for these things, you know. Can't say I do know, but how does it work? You have to gradually introduce them to each other. At first they will just have to meet through your doors and I have a chance to get used to each other's presence. So Alexander can stay? If he wants to, I won't be the one to kick it out. We need another bowl though, and Alexander should probably have some richer food. I'll get that tomorrow then. I notice how her attention shifts towards the sofa and where her eyes slowly sets on Alexander. The cat's eyes the new human with suspicion, but I know Roselle can get that barrier down in no time. I don't want to disturb her work, so I leave her to it. I'll buy the things said before my walk tomorrow. Alright, let's go to sleep. And watch the cat clock. Right, left, right, left, right, left. Always watching. Watching until the end of the time. Or the end of time, not the end of the time. I bought the new things and I'm heading out for my Sunday stroll. By the look of it this morning, Alexander and Roselle are getting along well, so I'm not the slightest bit worried over leaving them alone. As I near the pedestrian street, I peel my eyes, trying to spot a certain killer. I'll most likely find it in its usual spot, but I don't trust it to not have moved. I see the tree in the distance and it grows closer as I walk. There's no kitten to be seen. I reach the corner and circle around the tree, but I can't see Ichigo. Maybe he actually got home. If that were to be the case, it would be great. A meow crushes my hope and I look around, still not spotting it. The next meow I can tell comes from above, and I look up. Ichigo looks down at me from a branch high up in the tree. I think that's how descent is supposed to be. Or from a high up branch. No, that works too. My mistake. What's it doing up there? It doesn't look very safe. I haven't climbed a tree in ages, but I did it some back in the day. Except for the first part, it looks like a pretty easy climb. Find something to climb on. I look around, finding a wheeled garbage bin around the corner. I'll put it back when I'm done with it, but for now I'll pull it next to the tree. Careful not to scare the kitten any further, I climb up on the bin. From there, it's not too great of a task to find footing at the lowest branch. I look up and the kitten stares back at me, meowing meekly and visibly scared. Someone must have started it up here and it doesn't know how to get back down. It looks at me and I'm fairly sure it recognizes me. Climb to it with caution. Ichigo is scared of the situation, but I see no sign of me being the source of any of its fright. Hello there, Ichigo. I talk to it as I slowly make my way up, keeping a close eye on the kitten so that I can stop it if it finds my advance unsettling. Luckily, I can find plenty of foot and handholds. Ichigo is out on pretty thin branches, but fortunately stays put. Maybe it knows that I'm here to help it. I continue to talk to it as I advance and I hear Ichigo meow weakly. Whenever it's safe to look away from where I'm stepping, I shake the kitten and it waits in what appears to be anticipation. I climb until I'm at the same height as Ichigo and it meows loudly while staring at me. It remains stationary, which is good. However, it's just a little too far away, out on the thinner branches. Maybe I could lean out far enough to grab it, but if it could come closer on its own, that would be good too. Coach with food. I make sure I sit steadily on my branch and then carefully extract the treats from my pocket. If Ichigo has been up here for a while, it might be hungry. I reach out with a treat and I immediately see how the kitten's nose twitches as it's sniffing the air. You know you want it, come get it. After a moment's hesitation, it eases closer, carefully making its way back along near the thin branch. I lay my hand flat and the kitten grabs the treat and devours it in seconds. It really is hungry. I feed it more treats, making it come a little closer each time before I grab the kitten with both hands and place it on my lap. I feed it with the rest of the treats and it eagerly eats every single one of them. It's hungry and a bit tired, but looks otherwise fine. Now comes the part where I have to get both of us down safely. I reach for my bag. That's probably the best way to carry the kitten, as if it keeps both my hands free. Sorry, this will be over in a minute. Grab Ichigo and put it in the bag before placing it over my back again. After that, I begin my steady descent and I pull it off smoothly. When I reach the last fork of the tree, I drop down and making freeing Ichigo my top priority. I open the bag and bring the kitten up in my arms. After a few seconds of being safe in my arms on the ground, the kitten falls asleep. I look at it curiously and strokes it gently over its back. It's almost surreal. Now I'm faced with what to do next. I rescued Ichigo from the tree, but I don't want to let go of the kitten again. I don't want to be uncertain whether or not he has a warm place to sleep or food to eat. I'll take it home with me. We can look for its owner, and if we don't find anyone, Ichigo will stay with us. It's just one more cat. There's sure will be a lot of work, but with Rose's expertise, we'll easily manage. I'll make sure to text her that we come in this time so she can prepare up the place for Ichigo. The kitten sleeps the entire walk home, only waking up when I unlock the door. Roselle jumps off the sofa when she hears us and sneaks up to us. Where's Alexander? In your room. She reaches out her hand and tenderly strokes the kitten's cheek. Hello there, sleepyhead. Maybe because she's very tired or because of Roselle's magic, the kitten isn't scared by her touch. It was stuck in a tree, so he's pretty tired right now. Oh no! I'm glad it got down safely. How about we fetch Ichigo some food and water and he can tell me all about it? Sounds good. Will you take it? She nods and I hand her the sleepy kitten. Seconds later, it's hungrily feasting on its food and I sit down next to Ro in the sofa for the first time in a very long time. Some time later. Oh, the cat clock is gone. No! Cat clock. It has already been, what, almost a year since they all moved in here? So much have happened. The chaos the first week when introduced the cat to each other are long over, and they are all getting along well. A little too well, actually. Me and Ro are outnumbered 2 to 3 most matters. Snorlax and Alexander has really taken it upon themselves to teach the youngest everything they know. Ichigo's not as shy and scared anymore, but I wish they could have held back in some matters as the mischievous playful little thing never ends bringing trouble. We have a surprisingly calm time together as we wait for Ro to come back in with the mail. The door burst open and in a blurred yellow, Ro bursts in, surprising both me and Ichigo. Snorlax and Alexander not so much, as the former is still asleep and the latter is seemingly never surprised by anything. Whoa! Okay, I'm sorry, but Roselle just looks beautiful, I would say? Hey, yeah, I said it. I think that that this character looks beautiful. Sue me! Anyway, hey Candyman, guess who passed their finals? I take an exaggerated thinking pose and reply, I don't know. Maybe... no. And then snap my fingers and turn to her. Oh, I know. You did. Yep. Oh, look at that smile. Oh, I can't take this. I can't take this. That smile is too precious. Her face almost as beaming as her dress is yellow. You know, Ro, I'm proud of you. I knew you'd pull it through, and look where you are now. No more hiding away in a dark room and letting your light get away from you. It's great to have the old you back. She's quiet for a moment, but it's a good sort of quiet. Oh, look at the splash box. Oh, you're killing me here. I couldn't have done it without you, you know. You helped me more than you think, I bet. Anyway, enough of that. I think we both earned ourselves a treat. Well, you did all the earning really, but I won't complain. With that, we leave their apartment under the competent supervision of Alexander, who will maintain order while we are gone. To some extent, at least. We meander around for a good long while before choosing a cafe to stay at. After that, we continue to walk without any clear destination, like the good old days. Ro and I both stop as we spot a cat in the distance. We share a smile and both approach it together. Maybe it's not just like the old days. So, now that you have graduated, do you still want to go through with it? Of course! The cats helped me find myself again, so I want to give something back. We'll need a big place. It might take some time, but I want to create a cat shelter better than any other. We crouch down to not frighten the cat as we close in. What should we call it? How about... Cateau? Oh, name drop! Game? Please? Give me a little bit more indication. Ah, there we go. Alright, and that was the entire game. A little bit short. Managed to get through it in 1 hour 50 minutes, but it's a visual novel, so I didn't really expect it to be very long, like a Telltale game. And also this is a little bit like a school project, I think. I think, I don't know, I have to check with my cousin's kid later. What do you call a cousin's child? I don't know I don't know what you call them, but anyway, he and a group of his friends, I believe, did create this game, and then I thought, hey, yeah, I can make a video of this, yeah, sharing my thoughts, letting him experience it a little bit, and then maybe show it to him, so that he can watch for himself. And if you are actually watching this, me personally, I think you and your friends did a good job with this. I did like the visuals of it, but I like the music. Like, I like the interactions with the different cats and such thing, even if I did abuse the time rewind thing. Overall, this was a pretty nice game to play through, and this would be something that I would gladly recommend to other people. Well, so, but yeah, for those of you that are watch me play this game. Okay, I'm not forcing you to, but it would do me and this kid some good if you could just take your time over to Steam, download it, play through the entire thing, yeah, your way, and experience this game for yourself. And also, guys, you guys that create the game, you killed me with Roselle. She was too precious for me. She was... Oh, why did you have to make her so precious? Anyway, that's gonna be it for Candy Plays Cateau. Well, I'm Candylanger, and I will be seeing you in another video. Peace out.